Hello, my internet friends. Welcome to the Waking Dreamer. So, today, first time since the start of the channel, some 20 and some years, not years, days ago, I've chosen a song by the Cranberries. The late Dolores Riordan was their vocalist, and their most famous song is Zombie, which we'll be listening now. I always enjoyed their music, and especially this song and some others. And I almost had a chance to go to one of their concerts some 10 or so years ago. Then some things changed and I didn't manage, and I'll always regret that. They were a really interesting band, and she had a very specific vocal. What else? Before I start, I always have to mention, please subscribe, please like. Yeah, I'm always forgetful about things like that. Please subscribe, like, and write below the next thing you'd like me to listen. And if by chance you enjoyed this, there's a buy me coffee link below. It's for me or my friend who is the main technical architect, and I'm just a pretty face, as I always said. So, folks, Zombie, a beautiful song about violence, about the meaningless losses, and why loss is especially painful when it serves no purpose, when it was easy to avoid. We do live in a world where day by day we witness loss and violence and meaningless acts by individuals and by governments, which end in terrible loss of life and dignity for the ordinary human being. So you would think by now we learned something, but there's an old movie called Name of the Rose by Sean Connery, with Sean Connery, Christian Slater. Who was else in that? Who else was in that movie? Christian Slater, Sean Connery. There was also, it bugs me when I can't remember stuff. F. Murray Abraham, and the guy who played never mind. In any case, a character in the movie says there is no progress. There's no progress in the history of knowledge. Only continuous and endless, not repetition. He said a recapitulation of knowledge. There's no progress, only continuous and endless recapitulation, which is, of course, on its own moronic, as we have learned plenty of stuff in biology and science and mathematics, and science has advanced, science has evolved, our knowledge has advanced. I don't think our wisdom has, because if we were so wise, one look at this song would make all these horrors happening in the world stop, and the horrors seem to be multiplying. So, sorry folks, I get lost in my thoughts when I know I'm about to watch something like this. Let's enjoy the music, yeah? Sorry if I'm boring, it's my nature. As I said, I'm just a pretty face. before the main chorus. Do you know any vocalists who resemble her? There are all kinds of beautiful female vocalists out there in the world, both now present and in the past. But she is very specific. Her tone, her style, the color of her voice, how she that riff she has. It's There are many vocalists that you can compare to others, but she's different. She always was different. Maybe it's her accent. I don't know. What do you guys think?
In your head, in your head, zombie, 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 what's in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie,
Where I'm from, war started in 1991. I was 9 years old then. So these images bring back memories. So for those who have been in such situations that their country was at war, they'll know what I'm talking about. For those who weren't, this is some insight. So it's not like in the movies. There is no once more into the breach, dear friends. There is none of that. It's not about heroism or glory. It's about fear. What do you remember? I remember things like running, first day of running to the shelters, and being afraid what would happen to our dog because he was tied in the yard. So what would happen with him if he is not in the shelter? You remember stuff like that. You remember people being afraid. There is no glory in it. Movies want to make money, so they make it like it's a fairy tale. Nothing positive about it. Not a single bloody thing.
mother's breaking, heart is taken over. When the violence causes silence, we must be mistaken. It's the same old deed since 9
Zombie by the Cranberries. An everlasting hit, epic hit. Oh, because for many people, if you're raised in the proper country, in normal countries, it's like video games and stuff like that. It's nothing like in the video games. It's nothing like the movies. For one thing, there is no ending. There is no ending. In these parts, the the emotional battles of those lost and those who committed atrocities will be waged decades more long. So there is no glory in war. Don't trust anyone who tells you otherwise. There's only survival and fear. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, and comment below on next thing you'd like me to react to. And buy me a coffee, link is below, for me and my friend who is a technical support. Thank you all for joining. And sorry to be a downer, but I speak my heart. Thank you, everyone, and see you on the next one.